Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is DeLady and today we are back with another speed build video of Prehistoric Kingdom Early Access. Now I actually was planning to add the Woolly Rhino in today's episode, but I really wanted to do something with building a dome for this habitat. And in all honesty, I just really didn't feel like it would match to make a dome for the Woolly Rhino. Like, probably just sounds super silly, but I just really didn't feel like it would work out well. So then I thought, okay, maybe I should go for one of my most favorite dinosaurs of the game, the Parasaurolophus. But then when the habitat was almost finished, I realized that the Parasaur is probably a little bit too big for this habitat. I am still having like a hard time with skill in this game, as you can tell probably, because when I feel like a habitat is like a decent size, it turns out to be either way too small or way too big. But it is what it is, I guess. Maybe it has something to do with like the scaling in this game that just messes with your brain or something like that. Like anyways, I was checking the animal roster of the game, and the size of the animals compared to like that little human drawing they put next to it. And I thought that maybe the Pachyrhinosaurus would probably be like the best fit for this habitat that we're building, as it had like a decent size compared to the humans, so it probably would also fit best with like the dome that we are building. Now, as I was having so much fun with like the mammoth and the Smilodon habitat like we built in the previous episodes, I felt like the Basalt genetic skin for the Pachyrhinosaurus would probably fit best, as this also gives them like this beautiful fur which the other skins do not have. So yeah, in this habitat, only the Basalt genetic skin for the Pachyrhinosaurus. But we do start this habitat with building the dome, obviously. Because like I said in the previous episode, I really want to try something new in every episode, so we can really test out different aspects and build modes of this game. Now, I do have to warn you, if you are also a Planet Zoo player and maybe still considering of getting this game, the 3D gizmo to build more complex buildings in this game is definitely not yet what we are used to. It's actually pretty hard in Prehistoric Kingdom at this stage of the game to build perfect round buildings with the 3D gizmo. It's not impossible, but it's just like not snapping right in the middle of the building. So yeah, in all honesty, it was pretty challenging to make this dome and to easily make a round shape of the building. I really had to rotate myself a lot to make it look a little bit better. But the resize option in this game definitely did help me in the end, as I was able to just fill in like the open areas with like stretching the building pieces. So you will really notice it to be maybe a little bit wonky. But these are definitely things to keep in mind. And I just would like to say it again, as there might be people that have not seen any other of the Prehistoric Kingdom videos yet, but please do keep in mind when getting this game right now in early access that this game really is still far from finished. There is barely any management in the game. The game still has a lot of bugs and still is not working super properly at this point. Like, there are also a lot of people that have performance issues, so they have to use like what is it called, NVIDIA GeForce Now when they want to run this game, and like the animals don't really have special animations other than like walking, running, pooping, eating, and drinking water. Like, it's also not like the animals, for example, have escaping animations, and in general there's just not that many animals yet in the game either. Like, it is still in early access, so a lot of things will be added in the future. Now, I also did mention this a few times in my comments and their other videos, but it is also very good to keep in mind that this game has been in development for years already. And with years, I don't know exactly when they started, but they did start development at least before 2016 or something, like, which is totally fine, as this game is made by very small indie developers, so it's just not going that fast. But it's just really good to keep this in mind, as I feel like further development and progress of this game might still take, well, probably over a year, maybe even a few more years to come, depending also like if they're going to hire, or like if they're able to hire more people now that the game is in early access, which is probably going to bring in more revenue, because right now you can get the game already on Steam. So I do hope that they are choosing to like expand their employees so they are able to like update the game a bit faster comparing to the past few years. Which is really, as again, like no offense, but it's just something to really keep in mind. Like, I think we are definitely spoiled with games from Frontier with like every 3 months there's a new DLC and new stuff. And well, some game developers are just not as big as Frontier Development. So yeah, you cannot expect all games and all developers to work at the same speed, for example. So yeah, it's just definitely something to really keep in mind before you're thinking of getting this game right now. Like, I am really enjoying this game at this point, as I just really enjoy playing in sandbox mode. It creates some nice habitats, but I can totally understand that there are also people out there that would just really like some more management in this game, for example, or would like to see more things added in general. So yeah, totally understand that there are also a lot of people out there watching this series right now and just wait with grabbing this game for themselves in a later stage when the game has some more updates, or maybe even when it goes in full release, that a lot of people are waiting for that point in time, which is also totally fine. Now, if you are interested in grabbing this game right now in early access, our channel is sponsored by Instant Gaming, so you can get like a Steam key for the game with a nice discount via their website. And when using that link, you will get this great discount on the game, and you will also be supporting the channel. So I will be making sure that you can find the link in the description so you can easily find it. But yeah, just keep in mind what stage the game is in right now so you won't be disappointed. And if you are just not sure if you want to get this game right now in the current stage that this is in early access, just hold on with buying it until the game maybe offers a little bit more of what you would like to see in the game, which is obviously totally fine. But yeah, okay, back to the habitat build. Because even though the 3D gizmo is not working super well yet in the game, I was still able to make a nice dome for the Pachyrhinosaurus, especially for it being like a first attempt to build a dome. Like, some of you that also watch my Planet Zoo videos may recognize the shape of this building, as we made similar type of buildings as well in Planet Zoo videos, which are actually all inspired by the giraffe shelter building of Rotterdam Zoo, which is my most favorite zoo in the Netherlands. And around this dome building, I just want to play around a little bit with like the rocks, as this is pretty close to the entrance of the park. There won't be like any path going around the whole habitat or something. So yeah, we are just making everything look a little bit more interesting around the building with using the rocks. Now, I also wanted to make sure the fence wouldn't be too low. So instead of using lower fences, I used like the glass walls for this habitat at 2 different areas next to the path. So we have a more open view for our guests, and the rest of the edges of the habitat we will be just using some more rocks for like these natural fences. But obviously in the future we will also be playing around more with like custom fences and stuff. But I don't know, I just really do like the look of these rocky edges at the moment, and it's just so easy to build them. So yeah, I do really like them. Other than that, we are just adding like a little bit of water in the area and make it all look a little bit more natural with like the smaller rocks and the tree branches. And for the plants and bushes in this habitat, we are using the more temperate biome, if I remember correctly. Also to just make sure we are getting some more different vibes throughout the whole park by using different biomes and just testing everything out. Now, as I said, I still need to work on the scale of my habitat. So also, this habitat is probably a little bit too small. I did already make it a little bit bigger by like replacing the backside of the rocks. But yeah, still, I feel like this habitat could have been a bit bigger for the Pachyrhinosaurus. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how this habitat has turned out. Obviously, do let me know in the comments down below what you all think of this new habitat in Prehistoric Kingdom Early Access. Leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And yeah, I just really do hope to see you guys all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys!